Hey guys, Team PK here with Ethan. What did you do today, buddy?
I went top 4 in locals with Infernoids.
Infernoids.
Yes.
Alrighty then, let's get into profile, shall we?
Okay, sick. So we played 3 Decatron.
Can we just point out that you're the pedophile sleeves?
Stop it.
You're a pedophile.
No, it was a
I'm calling the police.
It was a dare.
I'm calling the
It was
police.
a dare.
The police are being called.
It was a dare.
They're on their way.
That's it. Okay, 3 of this card. It foolishes any Noid and then gets their effect. It becomes a negate or a DD Crow or a bounce or a pop, or it does a lot of things. It's cool.
It's like a penalty card.
And then we play 2 of this small one. We play 2 of the small one because this one bounces and it's cool. Another 2 of the other small one because it pops back row. And then I want to play 2 of this, but I only played 1. It pops monsters because, I don't know, Dingirtu sometimes is a thing, and that new Ignister rank 4 or whatever. And we play 2 of the big spaghetti monsters because you need to resolve Avoid Imagination by sending these to make Tiara, but yeah, opening 1's kind of rough. But yes, they are large. They're both negates as well, so if you end on them turn 1, if you're forced to go first, it's fine. We play 1 of each other, like mid-range size ones, because, you know, they also do things. This one sucks, but you need it for Void Feast because you do this Void Feast summons 3 from deck, and then it summons up to level 8 of cards that you summon.
So you summon this one into a Decatron, right?
Yes. And then you make 2 negates, and then you have this card because it's level 6.
And that one's just like a DD Crow, right?
Yeah, well, they're all these 3 DD Crows, but these 2 enable you to OTK with Crusadia. What's that card? Crusadia Equimax. Like these 3, if you get to these all the time, it's always game, no matter what. It's great. Okay, these cards. Then we have
Works, Coley.
yes, we have Big Gamma Gang.
Why is this ultra rare?
Shut up. This card's cool because it's a hand trap, but also on your turn it stops things like, you know, other hand traps that you get played against you. When you activate your spells that like add or summon or what have you, and they try to ash you or droll you or whatever, you just gamma them. And then
How many times did you reasoning a monster gate into the driver today?
a couple times. It's not too bad because all of the Noids, when they summon, they only do the levels of effect monsters on board, and since drivers are vanilla, it works really well. It's just a 2500 beat stick, so it's really nice. So it's actually not bad. I like it. Yes, fun. More cards. We have 2 Lava Golem because there's lots of decks that spit out monsters, and even the what's that new deck? The new Shadol cards with Invoke, they end on Caliga and Winder. You drop this on top of them and then you just win the game. You just out both of their lock, it's great. And open it going first is kind of rough because a lot of people know you're playing Noids, or if they do, they just make you start and it's kind of rough. But yes, that's all the monsters. Monster Mash.
Now for the spell cards in your Monster
Yes.
Mash deck.
Yes, monsters. And we play spell cards. Play the best card of the deck. Alright, so this is like Poly, but on steroids. So you activate this card, you send it as cost to grave, and then it summons the Infernoid fusion monster, and then it sends 6 material. If your opponent has an extra deck monster, it sends 6 material from deck to grave. So you send all the noise you want to summon from grave, and then just loads your graveyard and summons Tiara, and Tiara's insane. Gets Tiara. This card's cool. This card adds this card from deck to hand by pitching a card, and it also adds the trap card. It's like you have to play it because this card's so insane. Yes.
It's basically saying to play 6 Future Fusion.
Yes. I played this card.
Oh, big money.
Yes. This card
You wanna turn around?
yes. This card kills people in back row decks. It sucks as if you draw it, if you got face up cards like this on board and you draw it for turn, it's kind of rough because you can't activate it. But as an opening hand and just dropping it first, it's just the nicest thing. Just eliminating your opponent's board or back row or whatever.
We like nice things.
Yes. We play Extravagance. This card draws lots of cards. It's Pot of Greed. Most of the extra deck doesn't matter. Sometimes if you get hit 3 Tiara off it, it's a bit rough, but I wasn't playing 3. But I never did the 2 anyway, so it's pretty good. Drawing cards is nice. We play Monster Gate. Monster Gate's very good.
This card's at 3 again.
Yeah, this card's at 3. It's not once per turn. You just tribute one of your cards as cost, and then you just mill all of your monsters until you hit another Decatron or a
Or driver,
or
right?
a driver. Yeah, it's pretty good, and you just keep doing it. And then my favorite combo that I resolved a couple times today is you play Lair, so you can tribute your opponent's monsters, and then if you have Lair and then you activate Monster Gate, it you tribute your opponent's monster for cost, and then you mill your own cards to summon Decatron. It's really nice. And this card just allows all the Noids to be like a tribute one of your opponent's cards and then DD grow them. It's really nice. I like it. They play a bunch of one-offs. Play Reasoning. They're always going to call one if they know you're playing Noids, but it doesn't matter because you just fill your graveyard full of all the other Noids, so it's really sick. 1/1, Decatron's level 1. Terraforming for Lair because Lair's nuts. Reborn kind of sucked. When I drew it, I never really wanted to reborn my Decatron because, I don't know, I was just going into a board and it sucked, so I just reborn one of their monsters, but then I cry. So I might just cut reborn, I don't know. We'll see. And then the last card is a trap, Void Feast. It's like, if you're made to go first, or you can't kill your opponent, you add this card of Banishment, and it summons up to 3 from deck to make a level 8, and it's nuts. It's a really good card. I like it. That is the main deck. I played 42 cards, I think. Nice number.
Extra deck?
Yes. I play El Mirage for Decatron to link it away. Same as Link Creeper. If your Decatron gets negated or you can't send anything, you make this. Gravity Controller is for Tierra when it's in the extra monster zone when you make it off Imagination. Link 2s because you need Link 2s. This card's insane. They're all fire, so you just make it all the time. And opponents playing Ash. So many fire cards in the form.
Like Ash, Phoenix.
Salad. I randomly came up against Dinos. I summoned their Dolka, and they were like, "Wait, what?" And I was like, "Yes." It's great.
Also, doesn't this search Decatron when it dies?
Yeah, it searches Decatron too. But I'm always, if I'm making this card, I'm just trying to get monsters off the board so I can summon more Noids, and then
kill
just
them.
link line. Yeah. This OTKs people because the cool combo is you summon this card, you get to the point where you get to this card, and then you have enough Noids to banish from grave to summon Sightsumus and Tondor in their zones. And then what happens is, this gains the attack of the monsters it points to, but they can't attack. So you smack them for 70, I think it's 7,600, and then you do that damage, and even if they're a monster, you attack over the monster, you do a ton of damage. And then these are quick effects to tribute one of your monsters to DD grow them. So you just DD grow one of their cards, and then you can attack with these again, and that's just most definitely always game. It's crazy. I love it. So this card, mandatory. I'm just gonna, just because of extravagance, I'm gonna play more copies of this and possibly this, because this comes up a lot as well. The cool card, the big boss monster. So you summon this with Void Imagination. You send all your Noids to grave to summon this, and on summon, it's got 4 different effects depending on the amount of cards you send. We usually send 6, and what it does is it mills 3 cards from your deck and your opponent's deck, so you possibly get more Noids or not, and you get to see information for your opponent if you haven't seen cards already. And it sends 3 cards from your extra deck to grave, and your opponent sends 3 cards from your extra deck. It's not always pertinent for their cards they send, but you're always sending 3 Elder Entity Impetus. This card's nuts because when it goes to grave, it pops a card on field like targets, and so you send 3, so you just pop 3 of their cards and you just win the game. It's hot. So yeah, you play 3 of this card.
Why do you only play 2 of this then?
I couldn't get a third one. I play 3 because of extravagance, but I couldn't get a third, unfortunately.
Makes sense.
And if I did get a third, it was Ultra I'd cry because Mixed Rarity sucks.
It's you say this, but you're a non-cruiser of this Mixed Rarity.
I'll cry. I will cry.
Do it then. They're a mixed match. They are a mixed match.
I'm in pain. Okay, and I got Super Poly targets because Super Poly's good. Your opponent's almost never doing darks, but Lair turns everything into dark, and this card's really good when you side Super Poly in because you Super Poly their board after playing Lair of Darkness, so it makes them all darks. And you drop this card, and this card is it gives them a Predator Planet counter, and then you can remove a Predator counter to negate and destroy. So if you have to end on this, you can. So it's fine, and then the rest is just generic. And then the last one's Omega, because when you gamble them on your own turn, you can make Omega. And if you have to get the materials off board, you can just make this and banish it, and then get a card out of your opponent's hand. It's fun. Omega's cool.
Plus, recycle your Noids.
That's right. It's also recycles cards, but it hasn't come up yet. But we'll see. And then we play 3 side deck. We play 3 Super Poly because I don't know, Lair and Super Poly is really cool. We play 3 Twin Twisters because more back row removal is nice if you don't see the Lightning Storms or the Evenly matches, which are also cited. But yes, this card's also nice. And pitching Noids is fine because you summon them from grave, so it's cool. And we play 3 Nibiru. This card isn't that great because it's an effect monster with levels. So if you summon this, you can't really like summon any of your Noids unless you get it off the board. But like it's so blowout against some decks, I think it's like mandatory. And then the last traps is 3 Imperm, because if you get made first, some of the best going first cards are just this, because it's very generic, it just hits like everything. And like even though Spiral is like kind of like really strong and they have the field spell, you can't target their stuff. Like some decks are playing like the scrap version, or like, I don't know, before they get to the field spell you can negate some pretty pertinent cards, so I think it's still pretty good. And then the last trap is like evenly matched. Like usually you want to use your battle phase to kill them, but if you remove all their cards and they're only left with a couple, and you set up like Deviati and an Anku, you have like a spell trap negate and a monster negate, you just can't lose. So yeah,
Makes sense.
fun times.
Any shout outs before we head off?
Yes, I'd like to shout out Yugioh Auctions Australia, because they're cool. Hey, stop that. I'd like to shout out Team PK. I'd like to shout out my friend Clutch over here. Shout out Josh and Michael and all everyone that supports me all the time. And shout out Harrison as well, because cool fields. As soon as he gave me the field center, I won out the rest of the day.
I quite literally just couldn't get a...
Fun.
Alrighty, it's been Team PK here with Ethan. We'll catch you guys later.